Oh, well, this is going to be fun. Hello there. Soul Avery, Mark Avery, B2. What's up? I haven't got a chance to. This is the first time I got in front of the computer, and having a very busy last couple days on some real life shit, homie. How's my gait though? He said drop a freestyle. Gait working nice. Okay, good. Oh, not that one. Not that one. Oh, that was a good one. Hey, there we are. All right, ladies. Let me see what's going on here. We sounded low in my headphones. Oh God, that's better. Gasoline Greg in the building. What's up, boy? All right. So let's run an exercise here. That sounds fun. Am I ever going to put out another album? Yeah, I have an album. I just gotta mix it. And I need this. I'm just waiting for this stupid EQ to get released. Cause I'm 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 getting to the point where I want to put out the absolute best that I could do. And I want a hardware EQ because I have everything else. Okay, so we got that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna put this arrangement in the Dropbox. For you guys. That are members to studio1tutorials.com, so you can go ahead and have this. And hopefully this will help you guys with the play that we were talking about on the Spicy Sundays. All right, arrangements shouldn't get stale though. I don't know. Arrangements isn't a thing that should get stale. Arrangement isn't like a melody or something like that. Arrangement is just math. You got to remember arrangements are for rappers. They're not for producers. They're not for arrangements aren't for your enjoyment. They're a function of somebody being able to write a song to this mess that we're creating, right? And these drums you guys are gonna be hearing now, these are from the brand new These Drums Slap Volume 2. This is my first live test of these. Get this clap going. Man, what am I doing, bro? I am Studio One Tutorial. So let's go to the YouTube tutorials. What can we grab here? Let's see what this hi-hat is hitting for. hitting for? Whoa. This is not my new kick. I need my new kick, ladies. Hold up. Drums. No, not those drums. Sample packs. Where is these drums slap? Volume 2. Yo, the kick's in here. Deliciosa, man. Yeah. Dog, it's just lit already, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Get these placements, boy. One shot. Yeah, we just need a little something. Let's get the 808 right. Oh, God, I hope these 808s don't suck. He said, what up, MG, boy? Everybody's stealing MG's tutorial, so I wanted to join the party. Stay woke. Stay woketh. Yo, why they ain't letting me drag you to the chord track, though? That's just E. That's just E. Good old E. E to the minor. Let's see what's popping. Let's go back. Let's go back into our secret folders. This is all about folders, right? Let's get my 808 from this bitch right here. Yum yum yum. Oh, it's like we did the whole thing already. It's like a beat is done. That's crazy. Jump this up to E, right? Let's see what we're doing. Let's see what's good with this high hi-hat. The high hi-hat. Let's take these high hi-hats and drop them a little low so they can get their eagle on. Bum. Oh yeah. That's amazing. It's just wow. Wow, so crazy. It's like when you can move this quickly, it's like you got more time to do the actual work of producing, like putting songs together, making plays, pressing artists, things of that nature. Or more time to watch YouTube tutorials about melodies. Right? So I usually I think the coolest thing about the arrange track is you can set your parts up like in a visual way. Like FL Studio keeps it locked behind the menu, but when you got it laid out like this, you can kind of you can build your patterns linearly. So let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here. This is an interesting little baby. Let's take her up to the chord track because that's doing something different with the bass. Oh yeah, we're down in A, B flat and B. That's what we're doing. So since we got that on the chord treesy, we could bring this over here. All right. Whoa, whoa. Oh, you are just all types of messy chord track. There you go. We'll take this guy here, run him here, then we'll bring this guy down. Now we're talking about following chords in the bass realm. What do we got? I don't like this. Hold on. What do we do here? This is going up. This is all going to get weird. Oh. He said, will this have counter melodies? Yo. Oh, the spices bike. I love it. All right, so when you use the chord track, I don't like to keep it on. So they have this function where you just right click on it, select freeze pitch, and then you can delete that shit and it'll stay. So then anywhere we have that melody going off, we can have this guy right here, right? So usually for like the beginning of my verses, I don't like to have any hi-hats. It's an energy exchange, right? And high frequency content adds energy. The intro to your verse, you want to lower the energy so that your artist can get in their proverbial bag. So, I had somebody ask me in a comment of a video if I had shit like this on the site, and I go way in depth on this on the site. But like the easiest way to go into a second verse is I just switch the format of my first verse, right? So I'll do like instead of doing because it's at 140 everybody's doing 12 bar joints. So I'll start with C, then go to A, then go to B. And when you listen to it all in, and then when you come back, you have a new verse. Oh, counter folders, yo, that's the new wave. to switch it up like even more, like to make your second verse different, change parts of the second verse, right? So for this B pattern, I'm gonna get rid of the 808, and we'll run the we'll just run the kick and the snare, right? Yo, these drums are kind of amazing. I don't even care that I made them. Like, these shits are hard. I want to buy them myself. And I noticed that there's a lot of beats with claps in them, and we need claps. So I stopped being a shithead, and I actually made a clap folder that I like, that I can stomach, that I could put actual claps in my beats. Inverted got that granite for your countertops. Hit play, the beats do actually switch up this much. It's subtle, bro. It's very subtle. But you know, I wanted to show you guys that uh the intentional, this is Jayon, this is These Drums Slap Volume 2, available soon. I'm just making the final tweaks on them. But the what's it called, I just want to show you guys, because this is Ski Mask 10. That'll also be, I'm probably gonna drop them both at the same time. But the whole point is to show you guys, like, there's a very I intentionally make these to speak to the producer that wants to be a beast, you know what I mean, that wants to get work out, you know what I mean, collab with artists, and work at a, you know, like at a feverishly productive pace, bro. And that's what this is all about. I mean, we're 17 minutes into the stream, and we have a legit slap, guys. I would put some transition effects and shit like this in here, but you know, I'm only using sounds from the tribe, and MG hasn't dropped that transition kit for you guys yet, so no transitions in this one. And just to show off the versatility, right? So you could take that, get rid of it, fuck it, right? We'll start from the beginning again, same loops, and um with these with this with this folder that I'm dropping, this is from Studio One tutorial. So you go into the YouTube tutorial files, and you see I have different stuff at different tempos, right? So say we wanted to go into a different bag, we wanted to get into like this new the baby type shit, right? Easily achieved. So we just fucking bring these in, and we'll go ahead and we'll switch our tempo up to 185. Drop the old hi-hats in. Get this working. Boom. All right. And these, as you can see, the reason why these are so long is because these it's a double dip, right? These MIDI files also have arrangements in them, worked into them. So you've got like 8 free arrangements in here already. This is the Studio One Tutorials secret subscriber folder. Easy shit. And of course you can flip it and customize it. Say we wanted to go into a future type beat. Run this down to 158. Take that up to E minor. You need a slide. Here, we'll make that our B section. One slide for MG coming up. Musical genius with the assist, bruh. Hold up. What was that? That was going on in A. Let's see what these other 808s sound like. Spins who, bro? that guy was not for this song. Oh God. Oh God. This is for this song. Goddamn. What up, Daniels? It's just all a matter of how much you want to do. You know, the whole creativity question that we were running into. Creativity doesn't start at starting from a blank slate. You know what I mean? You can work with stuff that's given to you and improvise on top of it. And what this allows you to do is it allows you to like take the focus off of something that takes years and years to master, and then put it and then put it on on other um practical production techniques that will actually take you further um than spending a bunch of time you know mastering melody and counter melody. See, like, if if I was making this beat and I had to go through just this I remember making this loop. This loop did me. Yeah, this one, because I did a lot of custom sound design on it. This one, this shit took me an hour to put together. You know what I mean? So you spend an hour with your headphones on, working in front of the speakers, doing something like that. Then, then you set in the same session, and you go into the drum work and everything like that. You lose momentum, and you start to lose sight of the plot. You might wind up making you might wind up making a nice loop, and then muting parts out of it, but you're not gonna have the creative energy to go in and do like these drum edits here, now I could get into, bus processing on stuff like this. Maybe I want to add some stutters or, different transitions. This just allows you to do more, to add more complexity and be creative in other parts of the mix, man. So uh again, the resources the resources are there, and they're damn near infinite, for as long as, me and MG the Future, choose to provide you guys with this substantial content. And I mean, even if it wasn't us doing it, I mean, everybody's doing this shit, man. I just don't want to see you guys, for you guys whose goal, I understand everybody's goal isn't to work with artists and to make complete songs like that. But if your goal is to hear artists on your beats and make relationships and stuff like that, the way that you get it done is by having a catalog of music that you can send to people, and and uh have them choose from. The more tracks you can get to somebody, and the more consistent that your work ethic is, the easier it's going to be for you to make those relationships. Whenever I would pull up to a studio, I would always have, I mean, you guys know I've been making, 5 beats in 2 hours forever. But the way that I would have all that set up is I would have them, laid out and formatted like this, and I would have different drop boxes for different seasons. And whenever I would meet an artist, I'd just be, we'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" I wouldn't have any physical stuff, "Oh, let's go to your car. Let me plug my aux in." Boom, we start playing the beats. They're going crazy. What's your email? Boom, share the Dropbox folder with them, and then from there we could go and build business. This is the way that you get to meeting your cool friends, is by actually going out into places where artists are, where they can see you, networking with them, and having work on hand, ready to go, on deck. um and then from there you could grow into cooler things, where they're asking you to do custom stuff, or they want you to collab with somebody, you know what I mean, or they're like, "Man, I really like the drums on that, pop pop pop, whatever." You want to come and put something down, so on and so forth. But yeah, man, that was if you guys if you guys ever want to see anything more specific on the site, as far as processing these, or anything, just hit me up on Instagram at CraftMaster 3. Again, just so that we're clear, the way that I create these is intentionally for them to be used like this. This is what Ski Mask is for. It's for plug and play. Benny Blanco is a little different. I noticed that people enjoy chopping the loops, so I create that with a different frame of mind. I create that in pieces where I know it's going to sound good chopped and flipped, so if you guys are looking for a product like that, that's going to be the bag that you want to get into. But you guys have any questions before I bounce from the chat, man? Hit me up real quick, because I don't really think there's too much to say. Why is every transaction or business deal done in the car in Miami? Bro, because it's hot outside. It's very hot. It was funny, man. I was at a I was at a Dunkin' Donuts. I was at Dunkin' Donuts, just hanging out, waiting for somebody to get something from the gas station. I pulled up next to this lady, and she had been there for like for as long as I was there. And then she was in her scrubs, and then I seen Buddy pull up and jump in the back seat of her car. I was like, bro, if this lady don't stop fucking selling lean out of the hospital pharmacy, bro, she's got to relax. Blank space. Change every 4 bars, basically. Yeah, man, that's the golden rule. You know what I mean? If and that's the way and that's why I set up the arrangement track like this. So I mean, it's even within your choruses, right? And you'll find this on all of the best beats, all of the really big records, the big shit by Metro, and all the top tier producers. They work in a fashion like this. um Where you don't see it is in viral hits, right? Because viral hits are usually powered by an artist's personality and online antics. So when you yeah, no, I said guys Schmidt, I seen him coming out of the car, bro. I was like, yo, these people are messy, bro. Like you're gonna sell lean in front of Dunkin' Donuts, bro? Like this is what's happening. It's Florida. You know, everybody's trying to eat. But yeah, back on the 4 bar thing. You know, and it doesn't have to be drastic changes. It could be like cut the 808 out. It could be change the pitch of the 808. It could be like remove these notes like this. You know, you could do something like this. And you could do something like this. All these little nuances, bro. That's what's up, Deluxe. That's what it's there for. It's just I think when we talk about making changements and using different arrangements, you have a tendency to want to make like a big sweeping change. Jayon, give me a hit me up on the Discord or on Instagram and give me a specific request and I'll hook you up, bro. No problem. But I think when it comes to arranging, we have a tendency to like believe that there's these big huge changes, and the big huge changements comes from the voice of the artist. You just have to give them a subtle audio cue that something's changing. And you'd be surprised, man, just like just going into your kicks and just changing little things about your kicks. Like you see how this first one has this in the first chorus has this kick roll. Like if we get rid of this kick roll and then watch how it changes the energy from one part of the song to the other. It's subtle, but it's a huge change, and it's a very effective change, and stuff like that works because you're adding contrast. The reason why that works so well is because your ear is getting used to hearing rolls in your hi-hat pattern, and then when you drop that high frequency content. When it drops that high frequency content out and you go into hook B, it might feel a little empty, and you're wanting to have more of that rhythm, more of that groove. So when you supplement it with stuff that's going on in the low frequency content, your ear is then satisfied. The way that our minds process music, guys, is you got to think about it like a puzzle. And what it is or not even a puzzle, it's a problem, right? Your ear is trying to solve the problem of what is going to happen next, right? And that's why we don't like repetitive music. The eh, it's not why we don't like repetitive music. We love repetitive music. Let me walk that back. We don't like identical loops. We want everything to be. It's like it's the most amazing little dance. But once you get it down, like once you lock it in, everything becomes easy, right? So what you want a repetitive song, but with subtle variations. That is what catchy is. Okay, that is exactly what is catchy is. So what happens is you make a loop and you need to vary it just slightly enough so that it doesn't sound like two different songs, but enough so that your ear is always surprised by the next pattern that comes along. See, and it shouldn't be like boom surprise, give me a heart attack and I die. No, it should be like surprise, happy birthday, oh my god, my cousin's here, you just flew in from New Jersey, I haven't seen you in so long. Like that's the type of feeling that you want going from pattern to pattern. Something that is new and fresh and unexpected, but yet very familiar. I think I just bodied that analogy. I'm gonna use that again. if I was going to send this to an artist, am I sending the arrangement like this? Yeah, no, this is why I'm giving you guys this arrangement. This is my stock artist arrangement. And the reason behind it is most you might be EMH. The reason why I like this particular arrangement is because artists nowadays, like if you go to studios, there's a huge trend where guys are trying to make songs that are 3 minutes or shorter. um at least the guys spending money in the studio are, if they're the ones that are like trying to get on and do industry shit, right? So there's a trend of wanting to be under 3 minutes. And everybody's spitting a 12 bar verse for the most part. So this handles that. You got two 12 bar verses, you got three hooks, you have your intro, and then on top of that you have enough pieces to where um an engineer can put this in the Pro Tool session. You give them the BPM, and if they need to extend something, they can, you know. And I think that's what gives a lot of people a lot of anxiety. And sometimes when you work with an artist that's a little less experienced, they'll shoot it back to you and be like, oh, could you put a third verse on there or something? You just communicate with them like, hey, are you working with an engineer? Do you think you can have them do it? And if they're like, oh, the engineer doesn't know how or whatever, then you might shoot them assist and help them out. Yeah, yeah, deluxe and KNLV. That both of those things. Nah, both of those things play into it. You're not wrong. Both of those things play into it. It's that, and then on top of it, like if you look at the stuff that goes viral, it's all under 3 minutes. I mean, shit, fucking Lil Nas X put another verse on his song and it's still under 3 minutes. You look at the stuff that like Lil Pump and Smoke Perp were doing when they were going viral with their stuff. It was all like one verse and a chorus. It's just it's what's going on with society right now with the short attention spans and stuff like that, and everybody wanting to put out a quick catchy single, um and try to garner attention. That's really what that is all about. Yeah, man. But I'm gonna get up out of here, bro. I hope you guys simple tracks not cluttered. Folks want to hear themselves in the track. No, that's true, bro. Like if you gotta for you guys that don't new for you guys that are new here, like the reason why I have this advantage and I can speak with the confidence of it as far as arrangement is concerned is because I'm a rapper, and that was my first talent, was being able to break down an instrumental and arrange it in a way that made sense. Like that was the first thing that snapped in my mind. Is before I even ever made a beat, I knew how to structure a song. So so once I got into this world, this part of it was easy. That's why when you see me do my live cookups and stuff like that, I'm always doing the mumble freestyle. Because that's how I would build songs. That's always how I figured out arrangements in my head. Um, it's definitely it's definitely something that you guys can try out too, man. But I'm gonna hop off. I appreciate you guys, bro. If you guys aren't subscribed to the site, that's where these folders live. I'm gonna be dropping three brand new tutorials this week with these same the same style of these MIDI folders where the whole arrangement is tapped out. I'm gonna delete all the MIDI and everything out of this so you guys can have this arrangement and use it as a uh as a guide. What do we got coming out? What do we got coming out this week? I got let's see. I think I got a boogie. We're gonna do A Boogie, we'll do Roddy Rich, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to make I'll show you guys how to make ambient trap with my loops. That's just gonna be dope. So anyway, man, I appreciate y'all boys. Keep it simple. Do not be basic, and we will see you on the next one, fam.